Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Fish.
And I'm Brandon Price.
And this is Fish
or Price Ranch.
Good morning everyone. Today we are going to show you how we milk train a goat. So Savannah, I actually put her on yesterday for her first time ever. But I also have another one that we've decided we're going to milk. She's a first freshener, never been on a stand. Now these are meat goats to most people, but we utilize our Kikos to the fullest potential. We use them for multi-purpose meat, milk, cashmere, pack animals. So anyway, I'm going to try and do this, show you guys how I do it. I don't have anywhere to put my camera, and I'm by myself. So see how we can get this done. So Savannah was up here yesterday, so she's actually already trained to jump up on the stand. So I think she's going to go a little bit smoother than everybody else. So this is her udder as a first freshener. It's pretty nice for a meat goat. So what I do, see how they kick a lot? So what I do is I just mess with the udder. So I'm just going to massage it, touch her teats, pull on them just a little bit, and get it to where she's okay with what I'm doing. And we don't want it to be stressful. So she's just going to sit there and eat her alfalfa pellets while I mess with her udder. So she's already being pretty calm. And what I'm going to do is, before I get the machine up and going, I'm going to go ahead and squirt just a little bit of milk out of each side. Okay, just make sure that it's unplugged. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this set up and going. Hey guys, so you're looking at the underside of her. So what I'm done is now I have the milk machine on, so that way she's going to get used to the sound. And I'm going to try and get this where you can see a little bit better. I'm going to mess with her udder. So I'm just massaging it, you know, messing with her teats. And then now I'm going to go ahead and bring the machine over and put it over her teats. And then we're going to let the suction start. Whoops. I lost section. Easy, girl. Easy, babe. So I gotta mess with her udder again so she calms down. Calm down, babe. Easy. Put your leg down. Not on the hose. Not on the hose. There you go. Relax. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm just waiting for full suction. It's almost there. I accidentally had it sitting wrong. Now it's going to start feeling a little bit weird for her. Her nipples are pretty small, so this machine may not work on her because it's not seeming to want to stay once the suction is started. Okay, I'm starting to get milk from this side over here, but her other side has not started to pull milk yet. Looks like I can let go now. Alright, so we've got milk coming out of this side here. Now I'm going to do easy. Oh, darn it. I may have to get smaller teacups for these first time milkers. Unfortunately, you can see how small hers are. Alright, so I tried again. We actually do have some milk flowing from both sides now. So I'm not going to touch her because I don't want to irritate her again where she knocks the teacups off. But she's actually doing really well for a first timer. The other one that I'm going to have to do, she does not like her udder even touch. She's actually standing right there. Hi, Peppermint. So she is going to be one that we'll definitely have to train to the stand because she, as soon as you even touch her udder, she goes on like attack mode. So I'm hoping we can train her out of it this year because she's a first freshener. Her udder is small, just like this, but the structure is really, really nice. And I know that next year she's going to be a great milker. So Savannah is doing a really good job. Aren't you, babe? Yeah, good girl. So, and it looks like she's got some pretty good milk flow. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see it coming out, but we're definitely getting some milk flow in there. So that's really, really good. All right, Savannah just finished. I do want to take a quick peek. I'm curious to see how much she gave. I know it's going to be hard because this canister holds like a gallon, but I am quite curious. There's definitely some okay amount of milk in there, actually. She might have, I don't know, a half a quart maybe. Not bad for a first timer. She'll probably give a half a gallon next year. So now we're going to go ahead and get Peppermint and see how we do with her. All right, so getting her up on the stand was no big deal. I just helped her up there. She found the food immediately. No big deal. That's the good thing about having our does nice and friendly. So now the fun part, literally I'm just going to touch her udder and you'll see what she does. Oh, okay, I guess she's different when she's caught, which could be a really good thing. All right, well, maybe she'll do okay. Easy girl. So I'm going to do, oops, sorry guys. Let a little bit of milk out. Now her teats are a little bit bigger. Got a little bit of a blockage there, kind of squirted everywhere. There we go. Now this side, now her mom's milk is pretty good. There we go. So I would assume she would do the same. Now for her being a first freshener, easy babe. She has a really nice udder. I'm actually really surprised with her. So now I'm just going to turn on the machine. Let her hear the noise. And now the fun part. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to touch her udder. I'll put one teacup on there. And on the other side. Now we're going to let it start suctioning. You'll see the inside of these things start squeezing when it's time. Understand now why this one didn't go. Alright, so you can see this squeezing right inside here. Alright, so now that we have suction, I just kind of hit it like the kids would do, just to kind of knock milk down, and as you might see, it's actually coming out in the hose. See it squirting through there? So she is actually being milked. I'm actually really surprised because I'll see if I can do it. This side isn't pulling as much milk. Let me hit it a little bit more here. There we go. Now it's going. You guys can probably see all that milk coming out now. Awesome. Well, alright, so I should have filmed when we did Daisy May. Daisy May was our Toggenburg that we have, and man, she was a fight. But I was really surprised with this girl because literally when she's not caught and you touch that udder, oh my goodness, she'll literally turn around and try and hit you with her horns. So I'm really excited, and she seems to be okay with it because she's still having her treats. You're okay. She's a little bit nervous about it, but she's not eating her cookies, which is good. So she's having a good first time on the milk stand. So hopefully maybe next time we milk her, which will probably be this evening. Easy girl. Hey, look. No, don't kick. Aw, she kicked him off. All right, so I'm just going to keep touching her. I guess she got a little bit nervous with me walking away from her. Come on, eat your cookies. Yeah, there you go. Eat your cookies. Good girl. So we want this to be a really nice experience so they really enjoy it. So now I'm just watching. She might be about done on her one side because I'm not seeing any more milk flowing out of there like I am on this side. So what I'll do is I'm going to pinch this side off and let it just come off. And we'll just set it to the side. And we'll let this side finish. Good girl. Once this side is done with milk, then she'll be all finished. Yeah, you're doing such a good job. Yeah, let's see how your udder looks. Oh yeah, almost there. Looks like you're almost finished. So we're definitely still getting some good milk flow out of this side though. So since the girls are done and Peppermint is not being held, I'm going to show you what she does if I go to touch her udder. See how she acts? She hates it. So that's why I was actually really surprised at how well she did on the stand. Alright, so what I have here is a half-gallon jar. I have not even looked in here. I want to see between the two first fresheners how much milk we actually got. I'm really quite excited. That looks pretty good. So here we go, pouring it into our jar. Ooh, about 3/4 of a jar. It's pretty good. So, and if I did that twice a day, that would be over a half a gallon a day between the two. That's pretty good for some first timers. So on average, we're getting about, what is that? That's 2 pints. So that's 1.5 pints per goat. That's pretty good. So if you guys have been following us since we started this channel, you know that we used to have Nubians. And when we got into more of the Kikos, we got rid of all of our Nubians. Because the Nubians were giving us about a gallon a day on milk. It was good milk, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, amazing milk. And when we got into our Kikos, we milked our first one, and her milk was so good, and she gave us almost the same amount of milk. And then that really, I guess, made the deciding factor that we didn't need 2 breeds of goat. We could just switch to Kikos. Not every Kiko has the best amount of milk that you could get, and we taste test every single goat that we milk because not all of them taste the best. Some are okay, some are... I've never had like a bad milk from a Kiko, whereas some of the breeds you can get a really strong goaty flavor, which I can't drink that. It's just too strong for me. But the Kikos, I don't think I've ever had one that was like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Like I have with some other breeds. So anyway, the Kiko milk is actually really, really good. And it's actually high in cream content or butter fat compared to some of the milking breeds. I think maybe because they're not bred for milk production where they're having to give a gallon or more a day. Like Sauna goats are up to 3 gallons a day. They're more of just pumping out the amount of milk that they can, but their cream content or butter fat content is only 2 or 3%. Some of the other breeds can be 4.5%. The Nigerian dwarves are higher. I think they're around 7%. But we found some of the Kikos, some of the ones in the past that we've milked, their cream content is insane. They have so much butter fat. We could just spoon off the cream after 3 days in the fridge and get a lot. So it's kind of nice. We have everything that we need in just this one breed of goat. And so the Kikos, that's why they're the best goat for us. So anyway, goat milk is, depending on the goat, like I talked about, a lot of them can taste just like cow milk. So if you've ever had goat milk and you didn't like it, I bet you just didn't like that specific goat's milk. So I would definitely look into a farmer that's milking multiple goats. That way you can taste the differences in the goat's milk. But so far, I would say the Kikos that we're milking, the ones that are actually producing enough for us to make it make sense to take the time to milk them, I would say at least 75% of them are ones that we love their milk. So definitely check it out. Some of your Kikos, if you guys own Kikos, some of them could actually be really good milkers, and then you wouldn't need dairy breeds. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned a little something. I know these girls went super easy compared to what I thought that they were going to do. So anyway, we'll see how their milk tastes later on today after it's cooled. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.